Okay, here we've got the Grey Knights Battle Barge Strike Force here, led by the HQ of a brother captain. 150 points basic. He's got the upgraded side cannon, demon hammer, digital weapons, Imperium brain mines, psychotrope grenades, rag grenades, and both his weapons are master crafted, so he's buffed. Then moved on to the elites. We've got the Purifier squad at the back, 120 points basic with a side cannon, 4 demon hammers, and they've got cybolt ammunition amongst the whole of them. Moving forwards, you've got the Paladin squad, 220 basic, upgraded one of them to an apothecary to get the Feel No Pain ward, obviously. 2 side cannons, the demon hammer is free. One of them's got a pair of falchions for 5 points, one of them's got the Brotherhood banner for 25 points. All of their weapons, so that's 2 weapons per model, have been master crafted, so that's 50 points worth of master crafted stuff that I've included there. Moving on to the well, you're right, I suppose, to the troops. I've got a standard Terminator squad, 200 points standard, with a Brotherhood banner. They've got cybolt ammunition, and then at the back we've got the Strike squad, 100 points standard, and they've got a 10 point side cannon. And that's the Grey Knight force. Okay, moving on again, you've got the Space Wolf force. This has been separated into the 4 rooms that it will be deployed in. At the front here we've got what will be on the bridge, which is the Wolfguard Battle Leader, which is obviously the own creation character. 100 points standard, he's got Terminator armour, 2 Wolf Claws for a combined of 20 points, a Wolf Core necklace for 15 points, the Belt of Rust for 25 points, and Saga of the Bear, 35 points. Is probably a good idea in a scenario like this. Moving backwards, we've got the Wolfguard pack, with the elites. They've all got Terminator armour on, so that brings it to 165 points for the squad. Each of them have got a Wolf Claw for 25 points, one of them's got a Combi Flamer for 5 points, one of them's got a Heavy Flamer for 5 points. Moving back, we've got the Communication Room force. This is going to be just where the black is. That's 8 troops of Grey Hunters. They've got 1 Flamer, so that's free, so it's 120 points for the squad. To the right of them is the 4-man Longfang squad with 60 points standard. The squad leader's got a Melter gun for 10 points, 2 of them have got las cannons for 50 points, and the 4th one's got a Heavy Bolter for 10 points. The same is basically mimicked for the other 2 squads. So you've got the Engine Room force back here with the same 8-man setup and the same 4-man Longfang squad. Then at the back you've got the Armoury force with the same 8-man Grey Hunter squad and then the same 4-man Longfang squad at the back. And that is the Grey Wolves.
Okay, so we've got the main sort of cargo hold defence force on the left here. Starting with the Lord, the HQ. He is in Terminator armour, has a Mark of Slanesh, Combi Melter and a Demon Weapon, equaling up to 155 points. Obviously because the Mark of Slanesh he gets a Blister Giver, which means wounds cause instant death. He's in a squad of Terminators here for 210 points. That's with a Mark of Cinch, a Power Fist, a Combi Flamer, a Combi Melter and a Heavy Flamer. Back here we've got 2 squads. They look like unpainted or corn type, but they're actually Plague Marines, believe it or not. And they are 229 points each, and both of them have a champion, a power weapon, a melter gun and a flamer in the squads. Behind them we have a Havoc squad, heavy support squad. They have 2 las cannons and 2 missile launchers, equaling up to 185 points in total. And at the back here we have sort of the main thing we're defending. The points aren't exactly right because it's a scenario-based thing, but we have a Sorcerer, which is 100 points in total. He can't actually move, shoot or assault, he just needs to be defended. And his retinue, which are just normal Space Marines, 6 of them for 90 points, but they can obviously shoot. Moving on, we have the assault part of the Chaos Army, going to be controlled by my friend Jay. His HQ is a Chaos Lord with Terminator armour, Mark of Corn and a Combi Melter, all for 135 points. His elites are the Terminators here. He has a Champion, Mark of Corn, Power Fist, Combi Flamer, Chain Fist and Reaper Auto Cannon, all for 245 points. The 2 troops here and here are Chaos Space Marines here. For 150 points with the Champion, Power Weapon and Mark of Corn. And Corn Berserkers with Skull Champion, Plasma Pistol and Power Weapon, they're these here, and both those are at 625 points. And finally has a Noise Marine squad here, 5 models, with 4 Sonic Blasters and a Blast Master, all for 100 points. No, that's actually 160 points, ignore that. Yeah, so that's the whole army.
Awesome.
Alright, here we've got Grazgold Thacker.
Next to him, we've got Little Blue. He's just my mascot. He doesn't do anything. He's just there for my army. Here we got Knobs, squad of Knobs, and they've all got big choppers. They've all got heavy armour, and one of them has a war banner. Which comes to 165 points there. Grackers, 225. Here and over here, we've got 2 squads of just orc boys. 16 boys each in one squad. Each has a knob with a what have they got? They've got heavy armour, and they've replaced their chopper and slugger with big choppers. The reason I did that is because points wise, otherwise I would have given them power claws. Here we got a squad of Ard Boy Knobs, Ard Boys even, not Knobs, Ard Boys. A squad of 12, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, 10, 11. Sorry, we got a squad of 11, and the knob at the front there. He's got heavy armour, and a power claw. And then at the back here, we've got 4 looters. They come standard. And a mech there with his custom mega shooter or blaster. Over here we've got 10 flash kits. They're all their snaz guns, and that's pretty much my army.
Okay, my Tyranid force. Definitely not playing by the what you see is what you get. Trigon Prime at the back there, just with Furious Charge. And then what we have in front of him is 2 squads of 10 Gene Stealers. Not all Gene Stealers, but we're going to say they're Gene Stealers. Then we've got a Hive Tyrant, main HQ, Stranglethorn Cannon, Old Adversary, Adrenal Glands, Armoured Shell, pretty standard. And then at the front, 2 little swarms of Hormigants, 12 models per squad, and just with Furious Charge, Poison, all the stuff that makes them awesome.
Right, today I'll be filming the Imperial Guard. At the moment we've got Yarick, obviously standard as there's no upgrades for him. We've also got a company command squad. There includes a power weapon, medipack, Voxcaster, heavy flamer, all with carapace armour and camo cloaks as well. For the elites we've got 2 Carskin squads, both with the same things. They've got power weapons for the main guy, 5 extra guys in each squad, flamer and a grenade launcher. At the back here you've just got 3 veteran squads, obviously 1 with a missile launcher, 1 with a heavy bolter and 1 with a las cannon, all with extra armour, some nice carapace armour, so 4+ save, and power weapons of course as well. And that is Imperial Guard army. Right, so for the game we've got obviously our map that we've made up out of breaking apart a cupboard. We're not going to tell his mum. Right, so basically let me explain this map. On each corner we've got 4 rooms. These are little doors here, so you have to break open those. What are they? Armour 10?
Armour 10, no glancing, just 1 penetrating.
Cool. We've also got the objectives, which are just paint pots. We've added a little thing just for our house, which is these little magical things you can see on the sides. They're just medipacks, and obviously I'll explain those rules later on. In the middle here, this black abyss, you've got the summoning area where the chaos are going to be. Basically their objective is just to stay in there and summon. Over here, which is at the moment proxied by an Eldar little gun, is going to be the bridge, which is where most of the good guys' heroes are going to be. which is actually just going to be played on top here.
Right, going on the table now.
It's going on the table now, obviously, because we're guessing that there's going to be quite a lot of activity in this room. So yeah, that is vents. Also, on the right here.
I say my Tyranids being deployed by vents. We've got 2 large vents here, and what's happening is that in this room, that room over there, and that one over there, we've got small vents which can only get standard infantry through, and then also in this room here is a large vent. I'm getting monstrous creatures through there. There's also a small vent on the bridge, so I can try and swarm from all the angles.
Yeah, and then on the left here we've got basically where the orcs are going to be coming from. So on the opposite sides, they're basically airlocks. So this is actually obviously our battle barge. So it's as if they're just coming through from the doors from their ship. And they'll be spawning in there and can pretty much get everywhere from that. Obviously our Imperial Guard and Space Marines are going to be situated in any of these rooms here, as well as the bridge over that area there. So yeah, that's the map. Right, so we've got deployment on the obviously the first turn, whereas Tyranids and Orcs will be coming in. But at the moment, the Imperium and Chaos have deployed. So in here we've got quite a nice little defence force. Another load in there. A ridiculous amount of chaos in the middle, and then the one sorcerer. And another defence people here. And I'll show you the bridge in a minute.
Okay, turn 1. Lazy Tyranids up the vents into the corridor. Can't do much with that. Moving over to Kurt, which is the Imperials, the Imperial Guard. They remain stationary and just fortified, basically. Moving over to Jay and then Lane with the Chaos. They just sat on their arse, did nothing. Grey Knight, the Space Wolves did nothing. Grey Knights came in and deployed. Orcs came in and deployed over there on the last turn of the turn and shot down the door into the armoury using all 3 squads. So it is now fair pickings between those 2 rooms.
It was my looters that did it.
Looters,
Yeah, looters.
And go on to Lacey's turn.
And now for turn 2.
Okay, this is the end of turn 2. Lacey's Tyranids came in, tried to assault the door or shoot the door, whatever they did, and they failed miserably. So nothing much happened over there. Went over to Jay. Jay moved a few units around in preparation to shoot at my Grey Knights. They shot and killed 1 out of my strike squad. Moved over to the second Chaos player's turn, Robin, and he moved his Terminators into the corridor and shot another Grey Knight in the face. Then his Shit and Hacks Havoc squad over there pot shot my brother Captain, wiped him clean out of reality. So this is literally all the Grey Knight forces that are left. They retaliated against these Terminators and killed 2. And didn't manage much more than that. Moved over to the Orcs player. Thing over here. The rest of the deployment came in, filled the corridor, shot down that the door that was already shot down, obviously. Came in, killed a couple of Imperial Guard and the squad that was here. You can see where this is going. Killed a Space Wolf over there. Killed an entire squad over there through shooting. Swarmed in close combat, annihilated a squad there with about 19 wounds. Left it at that. Obviously the Imperial Guard managed to kick off a couple of Orcs during that, but basically just hold tight. And that was the end of turn 2. Oh yeah, and the regeneration rule in terms of the Orcs that we implemented for this game. Out of 6 Orcs that died, 50% of them came back and 2 of them managed to join back onto their old units. A third Orc came back as a single unit on his own with no upgrades. And, that's how it rolls. But since I know Tyranids have died, they've had to be respawned. So that's how it stands on turn 2.
Yeah. Now for turn 3.
Okay, it's the end of turn 3 and everything's a bit more different now. The Tyranids, obviously they swarmed in through this door and took out a squad of Longfangs that was there through close combat and shooting to get rid of their heavy weapons. And that's pretty much all the Tyranids managed to do as far as they could do, because they shot with the Hive Tyrants they couldn't run past. Moving on to the Imperial Guard player. A lot of shooting down here with Orcs, especially down in this adjoining tunnel here. Nothing over there because the door was still up, so that was pretty much the Imperial Guard's turn. Moving over to Chaos, absolutely bitched all over the Grey Knights. Sent a squad of Berserkers down here in this really obvious gap down there. Sent these Plague Marines, I think they are, and these Terminators in here to meet the remnant forces of Strike Squad and Purifiers that were there. Purifiers took a couple with them, but in the end died. And the through close combat with the Berserkers. The Havocs decimated another couple of Paladins, and the Noise Marines also managed to take off a normal Terminator as well. So they're just raping at the moment. Then moving on to the Space Wolves and Grey Knights player, the Grey Knights over here managed to take out the whole Berserker squad that was there. That was all 10 of them, and then managed to pretty much just not lose anyone as they combated in. The last Strike Squad guy assaulted the Lord to try and just tie him up for a turn, but failed miserably and died. Basically committed suicide. So the Grey Knights are all tied up there with no one left to fire the cannon now. So that's that one gone. So that's pretty much dead. Then the Space Wolves over here, where that obvious gap is there behind those big shooter guys, big chopper guys, whatever they are. They shot down the corridor, took out a couple of Orcs with them, but they got trounced in close combat. The Long Fangs down there, shot up there to no avail really. Same again in the comms room at the top there. The Long Fangs shot down the adjoining door to try and provide some fire just to pinch the movement, but basically just got trounced by the swarm of Orcs. Took out a couple of Flash Gits with them, but not really enough because they're probably back next turn. Then it was the Orcs' turn, split his forces in half, came down to this side, completely wiped out a Grey Knights and a command. Is that command squadron?
Company command squad.
Company command squad completely took them out in close combat.
Did take out a squad though.
So yeah, we took out a squad of Orcs, but not a whole lot really. So they'll be able to contest the objective next turn. And up there, they assaulted the Grey Wolves, but the Grey Hunters, sorry, for the Space Wolves. Space Wolves managed to fend them off, so they're still locked in combat, which is something, but it doesn't mean we won't be able to shoot into them. They've also sent a detachment of 5 guys into the cargo hold for whatever mad, lunatic, orc reason that may be. But they kind of made a truce with the Chaos player. You know, no firing, which is fine with me at the moment. And that's how it ends at turn 3. So, let's see how it goes.
Now for turn 4.
Okay, this is the end of turn 4. I don't care anymore. Tyranids, they're doing their thing. Raping. Well, they can't kill the last 2 Grey Hunters here because they're weak and feeble.
Shut up.
Moving over to Chaos. They trounced over the Paladin squads in their combined 2 turns and killed 1 more Terminator through shooting and various other stuff. When it came to the Imperial turn, the Paladins did feck all really for Paladins. But this, they took out your Khorne Lord, the Khorne Terminator Lord, and these normal Terminators managed to take out the other Chaos Lord, the Selenic one. So the only HQ that's left by Chaos is the Sorcerer, which needs to be taken out for the objective. That's never going to happen, so forget about that. Moving on to the Imperial Guard, they shot, but they are all dead.
Disappeared.
You've got one last pocket of resistance over here for your Imperial Guard, the rest of them are all on the bridge. So they are really waning. The Orcs evidently have obviously just splattered across like a cum stain across the battle barge and are completely decimating everything in their path. The strange little scout force is still rambling off over there like a bunch of window lickers with no real purpose as far as I can see. But Miller has claimed these 2 objectives now, so
Well, he hasn't claimed that.
he's within 2 inches of that.
Alright, yeah, I suppose.
So he has actually claimed both of those. So that's the end of how it is on turn 4. This is the last turn, but we'll carry on playing until I win.
Oh dear.
Magic.
Stay tuned for turn 5.
Okay, so it's turn 5. If this little sorcerer over here is alive at the end of this turn, he opens a black hole and they win. But I decided to run in my squad of 10 Gene Stealers. Give me 30 attacks, all on him.
With Rending.
With Rending and Scything Talons.
Yep.
And Poison.
I can't see if there's anything I can do to save this.
Yeah, so...
There's nothing because we're using specific rules. Just see what I
Yeah,
mean?
And
you're
all
right.
I need.
He's going down.
Right, this is 30 dice. I need 3s, re-rolling the 1s.
I'll pick up the ones
Jesus,
for
that's
you.
a lot of 1s. A lot of 1s.
I see a lot of 6s.
No
Yeah,
rending
it's not
yet,
rending
though.
until the wounds.
Right,
Right.
2s don't hit, yeah?
Yeah. That will do. They can go in the corner for now.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
It's bees.
That will do nicely. Now, if any of these are 6s, you did.
No, you
No, I
get,
haven't
you
said
get
anything
4
about
plus. We'll do the rending invites
I'll do it separately.
first.
You still did.
Right.
Right, wait. It's 1, 2, 3. Take now.
Okay.
4 pluses.
And I'll just pick
How
up
many
the
wounds you
ones.
got there?
He's got 2 wounds left.
Dun, 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 dun.
Statistically, you're going to lose a wound here.
All saved!
Fucking hell.
2 of 5s as well.
Right, okay, they are all RSAs, but then I get to re-roll these. If any of these are 6s, also rending. No.
Fuck for that.
Right,
How is he going to survive?
so what we have here,
30 attacks.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 armour saves.
Okay.
Is that a 2 plus or?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So not power or anything.
Depends if you're throwing guys in the way.
Yeah, but still, it's bound to be at least 1-1.
How many wounds have you got left? 2?
Yeah.
This might not kill him, actually.
No. Depends how unlucky he is with his
No, I
rolls.
think
So,
it will. Yeah.
so basically, if
Don't get any 1s.
it's this is the one save.
Pretend
I have to
it's-
choose how many are either sacrificial or if I fail this, I
Oh,
get
yeah, sort of
sacrificed.
sacrifice goes.
No, it's one or the other.
It's up to you, because when I intentionally written the rules, I intended the meat shields to be a pot shot sniper jump in the way,
Yeah.
not a close combat thing.
Yeah.
I don't see how someone could jump in the way of
No, this is...
fully directed
That's the
close
point, actually,
combat
yeah.
wounds.
They're all on the sorcerer.
2 pluses it is then.
2 pluses.
Want to zoom in?
Bollocks.
Yes!
No, it's 1 wound over there. Yeah.
Yes! Ah! Shit!
That was a good effort though.
My heart just stopped. Balls.
Oh my god. He's
Right.
still alive with
My
1 wound.
combat. Christ.
That is awkward.
I want to join in.
Okay, this is the end of turn 5, so
Totally game
officially
with
the
3
end of
dice.
the game. So
It's okay in the
so
3
it's in his turn. The Chaos players actually did manage to complete their objective over there, despite horrifically awesome attempts by the Tyranids. Basically, what the Tyranids did is they ran full throttle, even though it took them 3 turns, I don't quite understand.
Shut up.
Into the cargo bay and assaulted the sorcerer. So, took a wound, but didn't manage to take 2 wounds. So they managed to withhold there.
Mr. Ascension.
That's
He's
about
unpatted.
what Nids managed to do.
They've raped this room up.
Yeah, they killed 2 Grey Knights over there. Grey Hunters. So that's clearly rape.
Is.
Over here, these 2 Terminators that were engaged in some sort of like
Sexual combat.
sexual combat. I'm reminded of that episode of Family Guy when there's some 2 Irish guys going back and forth. You don't know when I get it. Walk in! I'm not answering the door! I'm definitely not.
There's some tramp that we know. Don't we?
Over here, Graka, Graskell Thraka, that's his name, used a medipack and gained back the 2 wounds that I spent 5 turns taking on the last game. And all Imperial forces have been absolutely caned off of the board of this side. All Space Wolves are dead, all Imperial Guards are dead, we're just dead. So now I think it's everyone mashing for the bridge. The Orcs have claimed 2 objectives over there, giving them 2 points. The Chaos managed to summon the Sorcerer, so that's 3 points. The Imperials are sitting on 2 points over on the bridge, and the Tyranids have got nothing so far.
There as well.
Oh, we've still got this point, technically still got this point, but I'm sure Tyranids will destroy it next turn anyway, so not a big deal. And that's the end of turn 5.
And we are continuing to
On to
turn
turn
6.
This is the Part 4 addendum to Battle Barge, many months later. Basically what happened with Kurt, Imperial Guard player, he was recording, and then once it got past turn 5, he forgot to keep recording. So that's why the end just drops off like that. Basically all that happened is we carried on as if we were just playing a normal game, having already assumed that Chaos won from having the sorcerer having succeeded in summoning his black hole or whatever bull crap he was doing. So all that happened is Jay, our secondary Chaos player, had to leave, and so Robin, primary Chaos player, decided that he was then going to stop playing. So myself and Miller with the Orcs and my Tyranids, we formed a coalition to go up towards the bridge where a vast majority, like 70% of the Imperial forces still were. We spent about 6 turns lining them all up, so once they went up the elevator onto the bridge, they'd all be in line, and then we just sort of pushed forward, managed to wipe out most of the Imperial forces. The Orcs then turned on me, killed me off in a turn, which I was not happy about, and then Orcs mopped up, and that's basically what happened to... this is the really unepic ending of that entire Battle Barge video. So yeah, next time we do something cool, we'll make sure we record the end of it.
Oh, eat a pancake!
And cocks!